But Holloway is known for that bag of nitties. Anytime I drive through Holloway, fucking heck, bro.
Big man.
Gentrification ain't licked them yet, huh?
At all, bro. That's their ends. You know, like when you go to Stamford Hill, you just see the Jewish community. That is their ting. You go Green Lanes, the Turkish man. That is their ting.
Yeah.
Holloway and that little part of Izzy. Nitty.
Do you know where's the same?
Where?
Clapham. There's a part in Clapham,
South?
Yeah.
It's too far
It's
for me.
just nitty. It's in the daytime, not where all the bars in the high streets are. On the high street, because I know there's like a place where there's like bare bars and all of that. There's a next part. Just go there at 2 p.m.
How do they know where to go? Is there a brochure that I don't know about or something? Like you get in the area, like didn't he go here?
I was filming around there. I've never even been around there like that before. But when I went down there, I'm like, Ross Clark. Like I felt like I was in the 90s. I felt like I was in the 90s.
Be careful with that.
What?
Be careful of that.
No, but you know what? Obviously, you want to make sure that the people are doing the right thing for the community and whatever, and that, you know, people are trying to better their lives and whatnot. But one thing that you do want is the people from the community to be able to still be in the community, though. Because the one thing that is happening is enough people from the community can't afford to live in the community anymore.
That's true.
And then they're having to go all over the place in places that are unfamiliar.
Come on.
So it's a bit of a, without getting too deep on it, it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Because it's like staying in the community, but you're still staying in the mud. But then when it's not mud anymore, you can't afford to stay in the mud. And then you've obviously got your own problems. So it's techie.
It's techie, man.
It's techie.
The thing is, people that like to say, I like to move multiple times, I just find them weird.
That's mad.
To me, that's weird because we want to set up shop. Like in my area now, I know my neighbours, the shopkeeper. We got a little community vibe.
Yeah.
It takes a little time for you to build that. And when you build that, you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Now, once you have that level of comfort, you can bring people into it. Yeah. Now the shopkeeper's talking to your brethren. Yeah. Now the neighbour knows your cousin. That type of vibe takes time. The people just want to move. Trust me, they turn up 40 years old, fam. They don't know anybody.
Yeah, the mad commitment issues. You got commitment issues with yard. But sometimes some people are forced to do that. Imagine,
that's true.
This is the next thing. Imagine now, boom, you been renting a place now, whatnot, and then all of a sudden now, the landlord just comes and says, yeah, bam, I need the yard back in 2 weeks. These times you've been here all 8 years. And now all of a sudden you just got to go. Do you know what? The anxiety in that must be nuts. Especially when, you know what? The landlord was kind of good. Wasn't even lifting up the prices like that. So he was just playing a consistent thing for however many years. The landlord just comes in now. Right, because it's landlord's yard. Come in and say, you know what? I need the yard back 2 weeks. Sorry. Now all of a sudden you've got to go in the jungle where the yards are, the same yard that you was renting there now costs you £1,988,
Jesus
62
Christ.
pence. Yeah? It's nuts.
And imagine you got international links. And you set her to come up in 3 weeks' time.
Exactly.
And now in 2 weeks you're leaving the yard.
Right.
Where's she going?
Listen.
Where are you going?
Let me tell you something. I know a don.
Where's our relationship going, Chuckie?
I know a don who. Do you know what? When he hears this, he'll know exactly. I'm talking about him.
Nasty.
This one's nasty.
Why?
Tink, he's got a thing in Australia now.
I like that. I've been there.
Australia now. Whatever. She's saying, boom, I'm looking to come to a thing or whatnot. But he's talking up his lifestyle. He's been talking up his lifestyle to her, innit? But right now, lifestyle is not lifestyling.
Oh, no.
Yeah? He's just hit a bit of a rock bottom, like we all do. Yeah?
Yeah.
Which meant that in that rock bottom, got to go back to my grands. I got to go back to my grands because, like, you understand what I'm saying?
Save the grands. Come on.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
But what he did was, when my girl came over from Australia, just rented an Airbnb.
Matting.
Yeah, put pictures up. Did all of that.
No, that stinks. That stinks. That absolutely stinks.
So it's not even like he did the Airbnb on a vibe of like, you know what, babes, I'm ready. Because what he could have done, and I said this to him as well, yeah. I said, what you could have done is, you should have just said to her, babes, like, as you come over, I'm going to rent you a young apartment for you to stay in or whatnot. Then that seems like a thing, innit? Like, he's renting me an apartment. Brother, my man's made the apartment his actual home.
Yeah, this stinks.
Like, for a week.
But at the same
pictures,
time,
he put.
it's creative.
I was about to say something.
Yeah, you got to pause. You're going too mad because you're oversharing. Maybe you're oversharing.
He basically put memorabilia around the yard.
What do you mean memorabilia?
So like certain things that was given to him.
Let's be precise since you're here.
Do you know what? We're gonna edit this part out.
No.
around the yard. Yeah, all around the yard.
But it's creative. I like creativity. Never lose sight of it.
If she never knew the difference.
She at Egypt though, because if you're really having a relationship like that and you see him on the gram, then you would have seen the yard. So if you come to this thing that you've never seen before, and then when you go, you never see it again, you have to do the maths. It's not difficult to add it up.
That's true, but how much of your yard... See, like, even when you're FaceTiming someone and that, yeah? Like, how much are you paying attention to their yard?
A little bit if it's going to be a Chris thing. Like
Yeah.
Like we're proud. Listen, we're Jamaicans. We're Africans.
Right.
We're black people. We are proud to share certain things.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
you're not proud to share it, it's either you just had it for so long that the novelty's worn off, or you're just scared of people knowing the whereabouts.
Yeah.
I understand them things, but most people are calm. They will share their thing proudly.
Yeah.
So if you rent out the Airbnb, I imagine you're going to get a nice thing.
Yeah.
So why have you not shared this nice thing?
Exactly.
Why are you not sharing this nice thing? All of a sudden, we're just FaceTiming in the same dead-ass white backdrop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
I hear that.
Now you got the new thing. Share the thing, man.
Yeah.
Man, them start sharing your wifey as well, man. Stop hiding her in the closet as well, man. Bring out your gal, man. What happened to you?
Hey, it's funny as well because even though we lightly talked about this in the last episode, we was talking about what was it, like certain men being intimidated by women who's got certain things or whatever. Yeah, imagine I'm at my brother's yard the other day, talking to this girl or whatnot. Yeah, she comes from a little bit of money, and what she did was this was a proper light flex. Well, it was a big flex, but a light flex. Yeah,
I love it.
She's like taking a picture of. She's taking a picture of like something in the like there was a baby playing around in the grass, but really when you look at the picture, this is not about the baby in the grass. This is about the garden and the yard that she's staying in. That her dad owns.
Come on.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I like it.
You see with us, yeah, when you send pictures to us, we're not stupid, you know. More time, we're not even really paying too much attention to the thing that you're actually taking a picture of. We're having a little light look around the surroundings. Like, what's going on here? You understand what I'm saying? Even sometimes we might even... Guilty toes. When you take a picture of the thing or whatnot, I hear that you're taking a picture of the thing right there, but I'm looking at the feet in the slippers. I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at the feet in the slippers.
Do you know what I'm looking at?
But you know as well... Sometimes because you know that your toes are just done or whatnot. So it's a double one because it's like, you want to send me a picture of that, but really you want to just show me that you got your pedicure. And I'm not mad at it.
I just want to see the house is tidy. Even if you just tidy that part, make an effort. Subconsciously know it needs to look nice. Because I know what you're talking about. Man, them always look at the girls thing. I want to see your house. I'm just nosy like that. I'm talking to you. I want to know the house is Chris. So let me even see the bed sheets. Just a little piece off.
Right.
Make an effort for me. Make an effort. Don't send me any raggedy picture that anyone can get. Make an effort for me, man. Tidy up the thing. But I know what picture you're talking about. 100%.
It's nice when you go to a girl's yard and things is proper though.
Brother.
Yeah, everything's neat. You understand what I'm saying? Bed's made up.
What?
You know what I mean?
Kids are in bed at the right time.
Right. The washes of
Listen, I've been to a girl's house. The kids are up watching fucking... Why are the kids up at 11 o'clock, fam? Why are we all watching South Park? What's going on? You four. Mama hungry. Hungry?
Oh.
Hungry, your boxer. Take your ass bed,
You go to a girl's yard and the youth's up at 1 a.m. you know.
Flexing. Flexing. iPad out. One.
What's that biscuit that the youths eat because the babies...
Farley's Rusk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Red packet. Crunched it up and put it in the butt. Nah, man. Women, man, send your youth bed 7 o'clock, man. I know I didn't watch Trouble for time. 7 o'clock, I'm going bed. Nickelodeon finish, I'm going bed. I don't know about Nitro and them thing there.
Yeah.
Sorry, man, I'm seeing too much Pickney. They know what time it gets dark. Pardon? In summertime. How do you know this information, please?
Yeah, it's true.
How do you? Why the blinds are open? They can hear outside. What's going on?
Yeah.
TV on for what?
Listen, I've had some stinkers with all that stuff, man.
Give me one.
Even when I was a youth, my mum did me dirty.
What do you mean?
Like, she did me dirty when it came to going to bed stuff. I'll tell you that now. She did me dirty. There's one story I say, yeah. One time, my mum was not playing around with the going to bed on time thing. Yeah. I might be able to get extra half an hour to watch like EastEnders or whatever. These times I don't give a shit about EastEnders, you know. But I just want to get the extra half. Yeah, I want to get the extra half an hour. Also, bearing in mind, yeah, that like a certain time in the year when the clocks go back, it's lighter for longer, right? Or the other way around. You know, there's a certain part where it's like it doesn't get dark until late. Yeah.
Like now,
March. It's like March. Yeah. So anyway, now. These times I'm outside playing around now with my brethren Kurum and them you there, yeah. Honourable shout out to Kurum and Ziggy. Big up Ziggy, yeah. So I'm just out with Kurum and Ziggy. You get what I'm saying? Just holding a vibe, whatnot. Hear my mum now. I'm bearing in mind on my estate now where I'm at. I'm like, let me just try and paint the picture. So, like my block is just say like my block is here, but there's another block in front of my block. And behind that block is a park. Yeah? So you can't see me. I'm in the park. Because the park's behind the block in front of my house. Hear my mum. Government name! She's screaming out my name. Yeah. Bawling my name, you know.
For what?
Someone saying, hey, yo, is your mum calling you? Wait, hold on 1 second. We can hear my mum bawling out my name, you know. So we've all come round, me, Kurum, Ziggy, a couple of the other man them and that. We've come round, I'm like, what mum? Hear her. Bedtime.
There's witnesses. You can't do that now. You're lucky you didn't have camera phone back then. Because I know what's going to happen, so I've now come round. What's happening? Oh, you man's going to bed now.
Do you know what? These lot sat outside my yard. They sat outside, literally sat outside my yard and sang bedtime. Outside and I could hear them singing it. I'm not gonna lie. I nearly went in the kitchen.
Stay top boy scene.
I was gonna go down there and cause a palaver. I was so upset. Like, why have you got to do that? It's not even dark. It's not even dark outside. Like, why are you so strict on this? Why did you have to call me like that? Like, why did you have to do that?
Chucks, watch this. Hey, Ty, you'll remember this one. So, there was a house in Ferry Lane where there was a party. Let's call the girl Jess. I won't complete the name. Let's just call her Jess. She had a house party. So we're there at a house party now. Everyone knows the vibes when in Ferry Lane house parties. The people from Ferry Lane never really went in the house party. It's like we found happiness outside the house party, whilst everyone that wasn't from the estate went in the house party. We just went in there to get a juice, hold a little spud, and then we came stood outside again and hold our corner. Not my friend. Let's call him Gas.
Right.
Let's just call him Gas. He'll know who he is. So Gas is in Jess's party. And then I hear say, I think Gas's mum's coming. So I'm like, well, it is 2:00 in the morning, so she's going to be coming on a crud. Now, I have to let you know, Gas's mum is a yardie. Don't play games with her. Do not play games with this woman. I respect her so highly. Yeah. She has turned up at the party, I think it was a 20 or 21st party, at 2:00 in the morning in a dressing gown.
Oh, no, man.
Come home! Yeah, hang around with this damn riffraff. If you don't like the rules in my yard, pack your bags and go!
Is that
you see me? I looked at that. I said, my mum's not that bad. Yeah. That stinks. Do you know what can't embarrass man at them things there.
Do you know what that shows me? Because I know that one there. That hasn't happened to me, but I know the conversation happened beforehand. Don't make me... Make sure you come in before a certain time. Don't make me come down there, you know. Because if I come down there, I'm going to drag you out by your ear.
Now, Tyson, you couldn't even back me. Do you know how far Jess's house is from Gas's house?
Serious?
A 30-second walk. Big man, give him a blight. Oh. It's 30 seconds. You can turn the kettle on, go to the yard, come back. It hasn't even heated up the water yet. Yeah, I hear that, but...
So what time was about 2 in the morning?
It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. How old was he? We're in college.
Oh, you're in college? Yeah, we're in college?
Yeah, we're gonna go and buy t-shirts sometimes.
Oh, no,
it's not ice cream vibes. We're going cinema now. We might watch Scream. We're gonna sneak in. We're doing stuff. Temple's open. I heard Usher's there. It's that type of vibe now.
Yeah, I hear that.
You can't just call man outside. There's rules.
Hey, that's funny, you know. Because Usher probably was in Temple for True.
Yeah, he was. And so was Tim Westwood.
Yeah. Yeah, don't make me come there, you know. That's that one. Don't make me come there. Don't make me come there.
Listen, I hate parents when they used to do that, man.
Don't
Do you know another thing my mum used to do?
I got grounded as well.
You got grounded?
Yeah, I got. I'll never forget that one.
Why? How?
Basically, I was like, I fancied this girl, yeah.
My brother.
So these times I'm just chatting to her on the phone, running up the phone bill now. You know, them times there when the house phone rang Vodafone, it was mad tick.
You like this girl, you know?
Listen, no, I liked her. So me and Gemma just vibes in now, just talking. Anyway, this was also at the time when the phone bill used to come to the house in the envelope.
Oh my Lord.
A4 piece of envelope, yeah. So anyway, I've come home from school. I've come home from school and I've seen the envelope on the floor, yeah, and I thought, no. I don't know how big the envelopes usually are, but I know that this one's got a lot of sheets of paper in it.
It's got every recorded phone call. How long?
So anyway, Peter's come home from work. He's happy. He's happy and whatever. Then I think these times now, all I'm trying to wash the dishes. I'm just trying to do. I'm just trying to simmer whatever's gonna happen. Yeah, but my mum's taking ages to come home from work, so my anxiety is going through the roof because I just want it over and done with.
Yeah.
My mum comes in happy. Remember these times here? This is like early her and Peter vibe. You get what I'm saying? Just come home happy. I could hear them two talking. They're just catching the vibe and whatever else. Then she's come upstairs. She's just said hello to me, whatever. Then she's gone downstairs now. Yeah. She called me by my name. She come downstairs. She said £950.
What?
You only got grounded.
She said you got £950.
If that was Gas's mum, he would have moved out. At 14, he would have moved out.
Oh, bro, it was a big palaver. Oh.
I'm surprised you never made your phone a number there and then.
Do you know what? It didn't even matter because the reality is, yeah. Forget about who it is I'm calling. This just needs to be paid. I could have called 9,000 different types of people. This 950 needs to be paid. And things was rough then.
No, Gas's mum is phoning her. You need to give me half of this. You need to give me half of this.
Yeah, no, I was
900. Chuckie,
I got grounded.
How long and how many times was you chatting to this gal?
All day, every day.
How was it paid?
Do you know? I don't even know. I was too young to understand how that was paid. All I knew is I was grounded, and also I know this is gonna make me sound like I'm a spoiled kid, yeah. But I was grounded at a time now where I was able to go to under 18s, and I'm like chatting on the microphone. Do you get what I'm saying? So now, like, I can't go for 2 months. So that was a big one for me. Computer got taken, everything. It was nuts for me. It was nuts. Nah, she did feel sorry for me after a period of time, and then I was able to get my computer back and whatever else, yeah. But yeah, Gemma had me in a way. And do you know what? Actually, let me tell you this. As we're talking about Gemma, you fucking bitch. Yes, we're here. Now we're gonna do that now, because I've never talked about that. After all of that, yeah, I only got one lips, and hear this. My brethren piped her.
950.
My brethren piped her.
950.
950. No, and do you know what? Let me say this as well.
She's a rude girl.
Listen, let me say this as well, yeah? Do you know how I found out my brethren piped? I'm sounding like Irv Gotti now.
Oh, don't do that to yourself. But what's Fat Joe gonna say? Go.
Brother, I've gone to my other brethren's yard and whatnot now. And then, because he was the guy, he just used to have every game, whatever. So I'm just at his yard. There's no one there, it's just me and him. Then he goes to me. Let me just say his name's, the guy who piped her, let me just say his name's Tyrone. So it's always Tyrone though, isn't it? So I'm at my brethren's yard and whatnot, and we're just playing and that. And then he goes to me, have you spoken to Tyrone today? And I was like, yeah, I called him, he didn't answer and that. Then he goes, you should go over to Gemma's. This time Gemma lives around the corner from that guy's yard that I'm at or whatnot. Brother, I turn up to the yard, I see Tyrone leaving the yard. Yeah?
No way!
I said, what's going on here? Then he just said, yeah, nah, bro. Yeah, I piped, basically.
I rate that though. You got.
Yeah, he told me the truth.
Come on.
Yeah, he told me the truth. He just said, yeah, no, I just.
Yeah,
piped.
bun your phone calls.
Yeah, forget that. Yeah, I just piped. But I was devastated. I ain't lost my virginity yet. You get what I'm saying? I've been dying to dip my thing in the banana bread. I've never had a slice of that. You see, telling me I got grounded for her lips and for my brethren to pipe her. And these times he's probably piping her while I'm grounded.
Yes.
Nah, it's a stinker.
Sideway pass, man.
It's a stinker.
950. That's a sideway pass. Sideway pass, man.
Huh?
You gotta take a small clean.
100%.
Yeah,
Judge Judy would definitely let you win the case.
Yeah, I hear that.
If Gas was your mum, you would have got at least half the money back. Gas's mum is getting you half the money back. There's threatening, there's yardies, there's one-eyed Jamaicans outside. It's mad. You're getting something back.
I went through too much. With that gal there, I went through too much considering she was never my gal. I only lipsed her one time. And I didn't even lose my virginity to the gal. And then you know what? When I got a little lit now, when I've started doing some under 18s now, and you get what I'm saying, I'm with some couple of MCs and whatnot now.
She come round.
She wants to be around
Yeah.
it now. But you know what? At that point, I'd lost my virginity now. Yeah?
So you saying?
I'd lost my virginity. I'd lipsed a couple of gal. I didn't want that one anymore.
She for run you back to 950.
She's gonna run me back to 950.
Is she nice?
That's what she said. No. No. Do you know what? Do you know
had a
what?
stinker.
I know this sounds like it's a hating thing, but you know what it was? I just wasn't around. I just didn't. My perception of what was nice back then. My perception of what was nice back then was dead.
Oh yeah.
Because the quality threshold was horrid. And my environment, there was just nothing really going on. It was only until when I started doing the under 18s and I started touching different places and me and my brethren are going certain places and whatnot. Then I started seeing different things, what's going on. Do you understand what I'm saying? First coming to Labrador Grove and that, going to Wandsworth. I remember we went to Wandsworth and I'm seeing different type of gal now. Do you understand what I'm saying?
It was depending on your friends, because my first set of friends in my first 3 years of school year meant that we just cared about football. So if it wasn't a football thing, big man, nothing I go on. Year 10 came, I met Jeff. And I met Michael. I'm in Hackney every day now.
Right.
We're going to central London. Man, I'm buying Avrix jackets for £300 out there, £1,000. No, I'm not paying for it. I just looked at everything. I say, yo, who are all these guys? Like central London back then?
Yeah.
Some of the gals...
You go Chocadero?
No. Robbery time. That was I went Trocadero one time with my dad, and that's when I said to myself, I would never come to this venue without Poopa. I was seeing
Trocadero, by the way, was like in central Piccadilly. Yeah, it was like a big, massive arcade complex.
Because they had something called Sega World. And everyone went there to play Driver. There was Pepsi Max Drop. There was bare things. I can't lie, it was lit. But there was a bag of boys from Peckham that robbed everyone.
Yeah.
I don't even know who didn't get robbed. I know so much rude, no one ain't touching me. I said, big man, they greet you at the entrance.
Yeah.
They greet you.
Me and my brethren Jonathan got a strong talking to.
Are you serious?
we didn't get robbed, but we got a strong confronting, a strong one.
Serious?
Oh, a strong one. It was anxiety provoking. But we're just going there on the vibes. Next minute now, we're surrounded by all 15, 20 man. Youths around our age. I'm not experienced this before, and usually, if anything, it's us doing it. So, like, for us to be the victims now was mad. Yeah, we left there quick. Fast. We didn't even get into Sega World.
There you go. They denied you. They denied me and my friends entry because we didn't have anything.
Oh shit! Oh wait, so they were taxing you.
Rob us and then we can come in. But we didn't even. We had vouchers for McDonald's. Our one little nigga travel card. I was wearing jeans and Astros. I've got nothing for you, big man.
Imagine getting robbed. Imagine going to you want to go Sega World to play the games. You get robbed, and then you don't have money to play the games in Sega World. So, but you're in there now.
So where do we go?
You come
now?
there with money. You've given the money to the man them on the door. They've let you in, but you can't play the games.
You should have negotiated a price. That's what I would have done. I don't know. I just can't. I always think you can't just accept it, man. But yeah, we just didn't get let in, boy. I looked at my brethren like, we actually won.
Yeah.
Imagine we didn't see them, and then we come in.
Yeah.
There was honestly, Chucks, I've never seen that many boys from one area regulate something like that in my life. When it's not even in their ends. They proper had it on the wraps when they were there anyway.
But and more time when them man move to different ends, they do that in different ends and that as well. I think I told the story already on the pod where I was checking one. It's always one gal, bro. But I was going to
Achilles.
Yeah, I was in Richmond. I was going to Richmond to go and link some couple of gal or whatever. One girl that I was talking to.
Oh, you told me. I remember the story.
And then them man, there was Peckermutes, innit? But I'm there with like some other. So the girls with her friend, and then her friends with some other guys. So I don't really know these men like that. But we're just, our common denominator is that we're with the girls, innit? Until now, flipping. And bearing in mind, yeah, just to paint the picture, Richmond was like, at this point, it was just so nice. It was just a vibe. No one really knew about it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it was just a good space to be in outside of my normal environment. So going to see them there was just easy until someone told Peckermutes about Richmond River. Next minute now, there's all 30 man there. There's bare man there. They're just being like, at this point, like, they've come, they're trying to chat to the girls, then they're just being in the way. So they're not even like, they're not saying anything to us, but they're just in our face. You get what I'm saying? They just want someone to say something. Yeah, man. And then the next minute now, one man runs off, the next man runs off. Then there's a chase going off. I've got a car. I've got to get out of there. Yeah, bro.
Man's doing 100-meter sprint with no
Richmond River,
medal.
down the river. Down the river, in the
dark.
dark.
Not like Morgan Heritage, though. The river you're down, it's horrible.
Bro, it's horrid, blood. It's horrid.
Why is this happening to... The thing is, that's how it was, though. Back then, honestly, that's how it was. Sega Park was the same. They had, like, a smaller equivalent to Sega World in Wood Green called Sega Park. I used to see man get robbed I'd be playing driver, minding my own business. You know, I say, well, go on, Carl. Yeah, you don't know, man. Hey, what's your brethren saying, though? No, allow it, man. Come on now, man. It's just me and him. Yeah. If you rob him, now that bus ride is awkward. What am I saying to him the whole time? I'm going to have to lie to him like, yeah, I want to try and get your stuff back. I'm not going to try.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't do anything.
One of my favourite stories, and I'm going to say this story another 50 times on this pod, because this is one of my funniest stories. Well, it was funny to be there anyway. It was a rude boy one, but it was a funny one. So basically, my brethren that was like, that MC'd with me or whatever now, we was at a house party. We've gone to the house party. Acton man have come to the house party. Jesus. Yeah? So the Acton man there's come in and whatnot, and they've gone up to my brethren, because he's just said one lyric or whatnot. Then they come over and they're like, yeah, say that lyric again, bro. So my brethren's obviously like, and he's a proper happy-go-lucky don, innit? So he's like thinking, yeah, all right, the Acton man them's here, and they love, you know what I mean? They like my thing. So he busts the lyric again. So then the guy said, yeah, nah, man, I love that lyric. Can you say that again? So my brethren says the lyric again. Then the brother said, say it again. So my brethren says the lyric. then the guy says, yeah, say the lyric again.
You see this level of bullying? It is funny though. That's why I hated it.
But let me paint the picture even more, yeah? So when the Actor man who have come, the house party...
I would have been the awkward one in the corner.
Yeah, was such a vibes, yeah? So when these men come and said, say the lyric again, the house party is still turned up. Then when he said it again, the house party is still turned up. Then when he said say it again, the house party is sort of like,
what's going on?
Yeah, yeah. Something's a bit different, but you know, you wanna vibes it away. Whatever awkwardness is there, you just wanna just vibes it away.
Sometimes you got a vibe away.
So anyway, yeah, the brother's like, yeah, say it again. So my brother said the lyric again. Then he's like, yeah, say it again. So next minute, yeah, bro, I swear on my life, my brethren must have said this lyric between 15, 20 times in a row, yeah. Now, like one of the other dons, on the mic, constantly. Kept playing back the tune as well. Because he was saying, yeah, play back that tune again. He wanted the lyric again. So anyway, now man are saying, oh, brother, just allow him, man. Like, allow him, innit? Like, he said the lyric bare times or whatever. So he's saying the lyric and whatnot. And then, like, my brethren just looked like he just wanted to start bawling. He was like, brother, like, bro, like, allow me, innit?
I hear him.
Just allow me. And then the guy just said, all right, cool. He just said, all right, cool. And then that was that. but it was
Do you
so
reckon-
like it was at the time it was horrid because you just didn't know where this was gonna go. At one point, if he stopped saying the lyric, what's gonna happen? Like what is gonna happen? But I feel like he was just testing his temperature purely because my brethren was a big guy, and the unfortunate thing about it is, yeah, in actual reality, if he switched, he would have punched everyone up in there. But because he just like he's not a person who's got that type of belief in him, and also them man have got a certain type of reputation.
Yeah.
He just didn't want to. It was just easier for him to just say the lyrics. Do you get what I'm saying? At the time, at the time it was nuts, yeah. But when I play that back, oh my god, it's when the man said it. It was the fourth time when he because the first two times he was like, yeah, say the lyric again. Then the third time he was like, yeah, say the lyric again. Then the fourth time it was, yeah, say it again. Say the lyric again. Man was like, rah. Man was like, you're tapping your other brethren like, yo, wait, what's going on? Like, what do I do? Do I come in? Do I try to interject with a badder lyric and then take this over and then do a 15 time myself?
I'm actually trying to figure out what is the
How do you
strategy out
maneuver
of
in
it
that?
because there's already 30 man.
No, you can't.
There's one man saying something like bare times, and no one's even saying anything until he gets to number 20.
Yeah, no.
I'd have been standing there like, big man, you better pretend that you've just forgotten the lyric or something,
Let's make the mic chip out.
brother.
You
If
know
I was
what it
there, I
is?
would have plugged out the power.
Do you know
Just
what?
do something, mix it up.
It's always different, yeah. On a real one, it's always different. When someone walks in with a reputation, it's hard to because everything else is easier said than done. All you know is prior to this moment what you've heard about what these men do, and at first it seemed like it was a vibe, but now, and also bearing in mind, see, like when you're young as well, yeah, sometimes you don't always. It's hard to work out exactly what the hell is going on. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you're not
confusing.
experienced. You don't even know how, like, you're not experienced in this. This is not something that happens to you on a regular basis. So you don't even really know how to maneuver in that.
And you know what the killer is? Because when he first said it, you would have read it a particular way. And by the time you said it, like, say it fourth time, you've realised the way you read it is not what is going on.
Yeah.
So now you're trying to work out what it is now.
Right.
And do you know what? You're panicking. You've just gone negative. They're going to kick our ass, lads. We've got to keep saying this fucking lyric. I'm not in it,
It's
man.
nuts, man. Talking of reputation, though, wanted to have a light conversation about accolades and art. Accolades and art. And this is just coming off like the back of conversations that I've just had with some people and just things that I've just been seeing recently, yeah? With artists more specifically, yeah? Where a lot of artists are talking about their experiences and like how they're seeing things in an industry, how they're being perceived themselves, and like there's like some real interesting things that are being said, which made me start thinking like what is the percentage of people that are doing this for the true love of art or for accolades?
Shit.
Because you know what I think, yeah? I genuinely believe that there are a lot of people, like, people's feelings are valid. Like, however they express them, whatever it is that they're feeling and thinking at the time is a genuine feeling, isn't it? But like,
Kelly?
sometimes, well,
Okay.
yeah, within reason. But like, you know what? Sometimes I do feel like artists definitely lose sight of why they are here and what it is that their reasoning for doing it. Or it does make me think maybe your reasoning for doing it actually wasn't really for the right reason anyway, which is now giving you a false sense of feeling like, you know what, you may not be appreciated, people don't like you, there's all these things going on, and like you're putting literally all of your art into the external of what other people think and feel, as opposed to actually doing it for a love of. Does that make sense?
100%, bro. No, what you're saying.
It's essentially like losing sight of why you're here, innit?
But this is the thing, like, I can't ever understand. It's the reasons why when I'm going to work with someone, Chuck, I love to talk to them and be around them for a long period of time. Just to get an understanding of how this became a possibility in your mind. Because depending on when your entry point is gonna let me know what your expectation is. And that's all this is. People are putting expectations of something in an area that they've never been delivered anything. So they're consistently disappointed in an area where they've never been delivered anything, but they seem to be addicted to that disappointment. And then if they ever do get acknowledged by it, it's almost like they feel like they've accomplished something. But for me, where I'm from, that's a beg friend. So in my head, it's like, okay, this is my job, and the reasons why I did it is because I saw figures before me do it, and I admired their courage, I admired their creativity, I admired their journey, I admired the way they put on their friends and their family. Like, I admired all of the things about it that I have a sense of control over. Now, the moment you start worshipping what the industry has built off the back of your counterculture, the moment you start worshipping what came after, then I sort of discredit you as an artist. I discredit you as an individual that is attached to the same thing as me. I don't discredit you as a creator or anything. No, because everyone has different reasons to do what they do. I appreciate that. But in terms of like the reasons to do it, I feel for the genuine reason. I don't think there's a genuine reason. And I was saying to Chairman the other day, I think it was Chairman I was saying to the other day, is like, bro, like, when you're born, you're either born as a man that wants to give service to people, so you make sure that you're lit, so you're able to give the best possible service to your people. And in any, doesn't mean that you have to work for them, but it means that, okay, if I'm Chuckie and I get a HC podcast, I'm gonna make this so sick, do my thing, do what I want. But if there's an opportunity for me to bring my friend in and make him become the guy, that I'm gonna always keep that open. So then all you've done is, in the village, you've made yourself a credible individual, and then you've noticed that, hey, you're talented at this, you get an opportunity. Now, the other version of this that I see a lot in the industry is, I want to be really, really, really lit, and I want everybody else to work for me. And the moment you don't do something for me, I will complain. Because the only way I believe that I can get to the top is if you do stuff for me. And there's a lot of people like that. If you sit them down and ask them, how did you get to the top? They'll give you some generic bollocks hour conversation. But Chuckie, the truth is, they don't have a fucking clue. So they don't value the things you're meant to value. They value everything else because the person helping them is teaching them that you can't be this without us. So that's how you have people really, really disappointed, like the industry let me down. But why did you put trust in something that didn't build you? This built you. This is your love. But you've gone and taken everything that you've been built over here, gone over here and asked for the same service that you've never experienced in the first place. I just think it's ignorant. I think it's immature. And I can appreciate people falling in love with things at a young age. But I just think as you get older and you get more information, that dream that you had of, oh my God, I want to win a mobile, when the reality of what that situation is actually about and the information is given to you, you are ignorant for ignoring it. So don't be disappointed if you don't win it. Because you know it's not based upon merit anyway. It's based upon whatever narrative people have in order. It's based upon the industry and what they want out of it.
Right.
So if you don't want the same thing as the industry, like, you're gonna always be disappointed.
Yeah, it's true.
And I don't want to point.
Is it people, like, yeah? I mean, as well, I feel like sometimes people get addicted to being in spaces and everyone telling them how great that they are, and then when that moment isn't happening anymore, they were already addicted to that feeling. So now that feeling's not there anymore. It affects them a certain type of way because they're just so used to hearing it. Now your phone's not ringing the same. Now you maybe, you know, you're not being invited to certain things so much anymore or whatnot. But you took everything, all the positive things that people were saying to you in that time of noise and gas and whatnot, too personally. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it can happen though, man.
Of course, it's very easily done,
man.
It's very easily done.
That's why I say to people, don't get gassed about certain situations. Like, don't get excited. Especially, do you know what it is? Some people will think, or watch me here, and I'll be a little bit of a cunt. I'll be a bit of a prick, and I will discredit things within a popular demand and a popular space. But I only do it not because I don't think it's great. There are some fantastic things in a popular space, but I always tell people, in my school, the most popular person got beat up by the guy that beats up people, and he wasn't popular no more. But the guy that always beats up people continued to beat up people. So that person that was popular lost their popularity, and now no one cares about them. So what do you want to be? Really, really good in a particular art and field where it's not based upon popularity, it's based upon skill and like the art itself. Like a couple of weeks ago, I was speaking about music and saying, if you're working within a restrictive field in order to make a creative art and you get to the same space as somebody that's working with a lot more, I'm going to rate the man with a little bit less because he's got a harder task and he'll have longevity. When you're popular, you can lose popularity.
Yeah. That popularity can dip in and out, left, right, and center.
But that's how people get disappointed because their expectations is that they're going to be popular forever. Nobody is going to be popular forever. Nobody.
Sometimes as well, you know what? Yeah, when you are actually in the game as well, yeah. When you're in the game, it's really important to take and I know that this sounds so. For some people, it sounds like it's an easier said than done thing, but it really isn't. You know what? Sometimes you just got to take a step back and think about the impact, whether it be big or small, the positive impact that you're making on certain people's lives. You know that? Even if it's just a small amount of people. That is a huge thing, to be able to be creative in something, yeah, and to have an impact on somebody's life.
It's difficult. I think they're ignorant to it. I think those, like I said to you, if your service is to help people, you'll notice it. If your service is to make people help you, then you're never going to notice all the people that you've ignored when you say, oh my Lord, I don't feel loved by this or I don't feel loved by that. It's like, you've just ignored all the people that brought you to a point for you to say this so people can hear. You've ignored all of them for your own personal insecurity. It's like, it exposes a weakness to the world that you shouldn't. I've done it plenty of times. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but what I'm saying to you is you explode that weakness, and then most importantly, the people that genuinely love you, how should they feel? If someone has listened to you every single day for the year and you come out and say you don't feel loved, how does that person feel then?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So I'm just saying, manage your expectations in places of genuine love. Don't manage your expectations in industry. Industry has a service to keep lights on. Don't take it personal. That's why I say it's business.
Right.
That's why I don't do business with strangers, because I can understand at some point, me being around you for so long and sharing conversations and so on and so forth, I'm going to take something intimate. I'm going to take something personal, mad personal. So what I'll do is I'll do business with my friends. So then that way, if anything ever goes wrong, I know you well enough to know how I can conversate with you to solve it. If I've never ever had a problem with this person and we've done business for 5 years and our first problem, I'm like, oh my Lord, who's this? It's because I don't know you. I just know you through the purpose of work. And then that person gets disappointed. Oh, you fucked me over. No, you fucked yourself over.
Yeah.
You put yourself in that situation in the first place. You shouldn't do that. So that's why I say, anyway.
The more I'm talking to people as well, yeah, even on the flip side of things, is that the more I'm starting to, for me, realize that some people have, in some way, have a certain perception of the business side of things, yeah. And when that perception isn't met, then that's what really affects them a certain type of way. They have this perceived idea of, what it looks like to be within the business aspect of the music industry or the creative industry. And you know what? It's completely flawed. It only seems great when things are going well. And then when things are not necessarily going that well, that perception that you had. And this is another thing, by the way. When things are going well, usually I think people forget the business. They forget that it's business
100%.
Because things are just going really well. And then when things are not really going well, then all of a sudden you start seeing the business and then you hate the business. But it's the business. It's always been that. Your perception and your idea of what the business is was a certain type of way. And that's something that I feel like some people need to squash in their minds a little bit as well. The perception that they may have of the business side of things.
It lets me know what type of person you are, though. If you're a person that, like I said, works to serve people through your service that you provide and you can stand on your own, then I don't think you'll ever really feel like that. If the purpose of your business is always to monopolize off whatever people are doing for you, you just eventually people are gonna realize you're kind of exploiting them and they don't want nothing to do with it. You can't, I just think you need to learn to treat people better, and then you'll have an understanding that saying certain things are not appropriate because you're focusing on the things that have got you to the place in the first place. You keep focus, and most importantly, and this goes to every artist, every individual that is in the creative space. When you keep talking about the industry, my nigga, that is a minority, bro. That is a minority that gets second-hand information, and they're able to invest to give you, they're able to invest in something that's already got something. If you haven't got nothing, they haven't got time to try and invest to build you to get something because they don't really know that process well. They just know, all right, this is hot. We know what to do to maintain this for 5 years. That is the process of that business. If you don't have any plans to do anything like that, don't get involved and then be disappointed.
Yeah,
sad,
it's mad. Man. It's a mad state of affairs, bro. Mad state of affairs out here. Also, this is so random, yeah. But bro, there was a man, an old man that I used to see in my area all the time on his mobility scooter, all the time, riding in the middle of the road. You know, this man used to always be riding in the
Lit.
middle of the road.
Lit.
And I know he used to get frustrated with me because sometimes I'll be zipping down the road, and I'd get frustrated with him because I'm like, I know that I'm going like over the speed limit, but big man, you're not supposed to be in the middle of the road like this. Like, but he was one of them cute elderly men who just, I feel like he just always wanted to be active and just do his own thing or whatnot. Be outside the stations playing a flute and trying to raise money for whatever it is that he's raising money for. The other day I heard someone killed him, bro.
Huh?
He's 87 years. How old was he? 87 years old or something like that. 87 years old. I'm saying to myself, someone stabbed him, and I'm like, in the wheelchair. Yeah. You see, it was on the news. He's like lives right near me. He lives right near me, bro.
What do you mean someone stabbed him, bro?
So, I couldn't believe it. When I heard it, I could not believe it. 87 years old, my man was, you know. Yeah, and like on a high road, by the way, like not late in the night or anything like that. Literally, like in the middle of the day. In the middle of the day, there's still traffic going by my area now, where there's like all forensics and whatever. But like that one really hurt my heart, you know. Like, what has an 87-year-old got for anyone like that? Do you get what I'm saying? My man's in a mobility school, and his missus as well also rides them. You see them two together. That's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking, man.
I was talking about a young man that passed away the other day. I saw got posted, like a young man. I just seeing bare people passing away and bare people getting killed and shot and bare things. And I'm like, rah, man, London's a proper frustrating place to be right now. Like, it's such a fast-paced city, and it's such a place where people, like I said, you're gonna get disappointed by industry because they make you so singular. Like, they try to make it be like you're all competitive and you're all against each other, and they make it this competition. And then people get frustrated, and then their frustrations are taken out on anyone. That guy probably, I don't know for sure, he probably wasn't even angry at that point. He could have just been angry with so much things, and that became the avenue for him to take his anger out on.
Right.
But it will justify his actions through his anger at the time. Do you know what I'm saying? And it opens up my eyes to how difficult it is to live in London. Like, it's unless you've born and raised here, London is very difficult to get to terms with, especially. What happens
as well when them energy prices go up, bro? Let me tell you something. You know, that at this point now, they're having more people eating food banks than they've ever had before.
But you know what, Chucks? Like, it makes sense to me because I've never known a time in my life for this many individuals from areas of mine to be making up so much money, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when I was younger, people had money, but if a man had money, he had money for a Golf GTI, maybe 2 litre, with like nice shiny rims, and he might buy everyone sweets at the sweet shop, and you're like, my guy's rich, cuz. Like, there was that type of money in it. I'm seeing brothers on private jets and all sorts, and they're from the ends. So it's almost like there has to be within the country, there has to be balance somewhere. There can't be like everyone making money and then all of a sudden all of the guys in the ghetto are just making top bread. It's almost like they said, all right, let's organize this plan because Jadon Sancho's from here, 20 years old, how much bread has he got? And then he's probably built a business around a bag of other individuals from the hood who are now getting bread. Like, there's just like, you can't be making that much money and shit is that cheap. It has to be raised.
Do you know? Yeah, exactly. But it's weird, it's a weird one why these things are happening because on one hand, these things are happening because there is so much money, or like the small percentage of people have so much money, but then it lifts everything else. Okay, let me talk almost from a place of privilege a bit, so that people can understand a little bit the context of it. So there's a lot of people out here that are eating in food banks and they're struggling in some way, shape or form, or they just got their head above water. They're paying X amount of money for rent, blah, 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 whatever it may be, But look at Rolexes, Rolexes right now, they're selling so much Rolexes that they now have to, like, you've got to go for a whole next thing to actually buy a Rolex from Rolex right now. Purely because there's people that have so much money that they're buying everything up, which then means, that what ends up happening is it just raises the value of everything because now you have to make a smaller amount of them because they're then more in demand. So then it just lifts it all the way up. And that happens with everything. This happens with property. That's one of the reasons why the property prices and rent is so much. Because There's people out there that's got money that can buy it, and if you lower it, if you say like with the house pricing, for example, yeah, with mortgages or whatever, or just like that's just the house prices. If you took the house prices down, do you know what would happen? Everyone that's got all the money in the bank would just buy everything up
completely.
So then, ultimately, when you just buy everything up like that, people are saying, well, nah, boom, like I'm gonna just lift it up and lift it up and lift it up, and then what happens then? The people that don't have the money you're outpricing them. And then they have to, and then it happens with food.
100%.
Then it happens with clothing. It happens with everything.
Train tickets.
So what you're saying is so true. It's like, on one hand, there's so much money out here. Like, there's so much money out here. But on the other hand, there's no money out here. So you understand what I'm saying? It's such a weird one.
It's almost like good credit to like our parents, good credit to the parents of today, good credit to like all of the people today, ethnic minorities, whether you be Polish, whether you be Jamaican, whether like you lot are lit. Because what's happened is they've created an alternative income that maybe the country didn't think was aware of being created. And now all of a sudden, there's an alternative income that people are creating as ethnic minorities that they cannot monitor, they cannot control. So the best thing for us to do is figure a way we can cap this shit. All right, cool. What? You've found a new little way to make money in the hood, yeah? I see drugs are still selling, this is still selling, that's still selling. No problem. Guess what? Ria's everything.
Yeah,
Since you have money. Because we can't tax a guy. We're not going to tax everyone that sells drugs. We're not going to get all of you. Yeah. And some of you are probably making, what, 60 grand a year? And what, you're not getting taxed? We'll make it harder for you.
Right.
Much harder for you. We can't catch you, we'll just make it harder for you.
Exactly.
And if you don't like that, go Rwanda.
Yeah, exactly.
It's simple. It's true. It's simple, bro. And it's so peak. It's so peak. Because just when you think things are getting good,
oh mate,
they're getting hard again.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. I know something's around the corner for me, boy. I don't know what it is.
What do you mean? Something good, right?
No. I know there's a letter coming. I just sense one. I sense there's a letter coming. And I know some people might say I'm manifesting it. Poet, there's a letter coming. I don't know what it entails, but it means I got to peel off something. Something's coming. Because you know what? The last few months have been
nice.
Balance. You know what I mean? But every once in a while, something comes and disrupts the balance. I understand that. That's just the way that my life works. I'm okay with it. Because usually I always get through it anyway.
Yeah.
And then when I'm up, I'm up. When I'm up, I'm lovely up. When I'm balanced, I'm nice balanced. But you know what? Something's around the corner. Something's around the corner.
You see that life back there? I can't live like that. Every letter that comes out open, I need to know what's happening in my life. I don't like knowing that someone has information about my life more than me. It drives me crazy sometimes.
Well, do you know what? Sometimes the tax man can just do that. Anyway, I mean, my tax things is proper, but you just never know. When the brown envelope comes through, you just don't know what that might say.
How much I hate that brown envelope.
You know, listen, this is how you know that there's a situation going on. When you just get a brown envelope in October. Why are you sending me one?
Why now?
Yeah, why? What's happened?
It's autumn.
Yeah,
never really makes no bad news in autumn.
Yeah, what's happened?
Bad news is for summer and winter. Spring and autumn is the build up to something, and now my build up is bad.
Exactly. I get it if you're sending me one in December, you're sending me one in July, whatever it is. But when you're just sending me a random one, just a random time, I'm like skeptical.
Listen, allow me on brown leaf era. See brown leaf and yellow leaf? Just allow me, bro. The leaves are dying and the leaves are growing in spring. Brown leaf, yellow, allow me. Summertime, I guess. Bad things happen summertime. And wintertime, boy, after Christmas, most people are just,
Yeah.
So I understand that. But spring and autumn,
Howlers, my brother.
Oh my lord. Chuckie, it's getting harder to get howlers, yeah, because some of them are just the same thing, but just in a different form.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's the same situation essentially, but you're like, is it really a howler? There's a couple here though. I can't lie to you. Dennis Momo claimed he was trying to save his marriage. So now you're thinking, what did he do to try and save his marriage? Jealous man glued wife's vagina shut as he caught her cheating with 4 men. Dennis, Mumu's lawyer, asked the court to sentence his wife to 100 lashings to prevent further misunderstandings. Yes, so a jealous husband has glued his vagina's wife shut.
Her lips.
In Kenya. Do you know what?
Wait, her panani lips?
This is what I'm hearing.
Wait. What type of glue is that?
Super glue to seal his partner's vagina shut before his business trip to Rwanda. I told you about Rwanda.
All right, I got questions.
Think man, so have I.
What happens now if you put the super glue on the panani lips now, but the panani's moist? Does it void the glue?
I don't know, but he did say I have to do this to save my wife and my marriage because
Do you
I
get
still
what I'm
love
saying
my
with that?
wife.
Because hear what I'm saying, yeah? If you put glue on...
That's my question. What
What happens if he wants to go to the toilet? Oh, that's the next thing. Yeah, but wait, let me just get to this thing quickly, yeah? If the panani lips is moist and you put the glue on it, could it still glue?
Well, big man, this is what he's been charged with. I don't think so, because Muumuu's faced numerous charges, including domestic violence with assault, damaging his wife's reproductive organs, and putting her at risk of becoming infertile. But listen to this, big man. This is where I go, do you know what? I might move to Stewart Island. Now, Stewart Island is located in New Zealand. It is away from everything. And guess what? Even if there was a world war, I don't even think I'll be affected. Because guess what happened in Kenya? His wife was charged with adultery, which remains an offense in Kenya. What? What? So let me get this straight, like the rulers I had in secondary school. You mean to tell me, big man, me, that the woman is cheated? I'm not saying we rate it, well, I do. But that's what's happened, fam. 4 times. As a result of that, she might not even have kids now. And she can still go to prison for cheating. Because I'll tell you right now, if you bring that law over here, there is not one household getting saved. All these kids are at home. Listen, all you kids are at home right now in your house. Like, oh my God, my parents love each other. Bring in the cheating law.
Yeah, oh my God.
See your
Could
father,
you imagine what a cheating law would look like?
You see your father in Rwanda, quick time. That Rwanda flight will be pack up.
What would a cheating law look like in this country?
You couldn't have a cheating law in this country. Everyone would just be single. It would just end up, everyone would just go, we're single.
So you couldn't.
There would be no house. Big man, everyone would just be by themselves. Picnic would be anywhere. Daddy's weekend. I'm telling you, there would be so many broken homes.
What would a cheating law look like? That would be nuts.
What would it be though? Would it be like I don't know, like baseball, where 1, 2, 3, big man.
Yeah.
Let's have a combo.
I think there would have to be a free strike on that.
But that's not fair, because then I could just cheat twice, bust out, get an next girl, cheat twice, but I'm still winning.
No, it can't be that.
Okay.
It's
so
cheating
what's
in
the
life. Life.
So
it can't be in with one partner. It has to be in life. For that to work, it has to be in life. So you know what?
It's true,
if you
innit?
cheated with, say you was with one woman, you cheated twice, then you met another woman, cheated once, jail. Right. Okay. What kind of sentencing are you getting though?
What happens if you've already cheated 3 times and the law comes in?
That is what it is.
Well, look. Once upon a time, somewhere in life, someone murdered someone. And they didn't go to prison because there was no law. Do you get what I'm
it
saying?
happens today. It's called war.
Yeah. I mean, well, you do have war crimes now. But, see, basically, it's just a start fresh thing.
That's mad.
It's mad.
So he'd be cellmates with Boris.
Yeah, but at least
he wouldn't go to jail because if the law started now, you've already done
I'm
your
single.
thing. Yeah.
EA, is that you trying to throw me under the bus?
Right.
You dirty piece of work. You look nice today though, my brother.
How long do you reckon it would take you to go to jail? If the law came in today, if the cheating law came in now,
Yeah.
when are you going jail?
What time is it now? Give me 10 minutes. Big man, that's a good question. If the cheating law, leave a comment. If the cheating law comes in today,
If the
when
cheating
do
law
you
came
go
in
prison?
today, what does it look like? I want to know, like, leave that in the comment. What does it look like? What would, because you can't just say, it can't just be, you got to literally detail it. Is there different types of cheating? Like, what happens if you cheat? What if your third time is with someone else's third time?
Ooh.
So they're in a relationship
Can you
with
have
someone.
Can you have conspiracy to cheat? Does that
Right.
I like this one.
Yes.
You find texts and messages.
Conspiracy to cheat.
All
I
of a
like
sudden,
that.
Snapchat is now on the government side. You can't delete messages. We'll retrieve them for you.
Strong.
I tell you what, your parents, oh, we went on holiday, did you? They broke up on holiday. Phil Foden thing. It is nasty out here. It's nasty out here. I'm telling you, there is not one Jamaican family that will survive.
Oh my God.
Not just your God, all of our gods. Not one Jamaican family would survive.
Hey, gluing the panani lips is nuts though. And another thing is that even with that now, because like with super glue with that, how do you get that off anyway? Is it warm stuff?
Like acetone or something.
So with piss is warm.
It's not
Piss has
like-
got some type of like,
You need a chemical. of some sort.
Isn't there a chemical in piss? Because then maybe you could just lightly just, you know when you go to, you see when you go to the toilet, yeah? I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but you know like when you just like let a little piece out, then you might let some more out or whatever. I've done that. Do you know what? Like I've just like held it and I just like, you know what I'm saying? Like a little young drop, you hold it and have a little, yeah. So if you kept doing that, maybe it might moisten up the, you understand what I'm saying? I don't know, brother.
Hey, where the
I'm not
hell are
doing
we? Where are we?
I don't know.
Do you know why my mind can't operate? Because I cannot think about a contingency plan from gluing a gal's pom pom.
Yeah,
I just
crazy.
can't. Like, we shouldn't even be here in the first place.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm not going
What did
Kenya.
she do when he obviously did it when she was sleeping?
Big man, I didn't check
How
it
do you
now.
not feel your panani lips moving when you're sleeping? Would I feel my dick move if I was just sleeping? If she
Alright,
moved it from left to,
You could have drunk.
if my dick was like this and she just went like that, would I feel it?
Imagine he got a bear drunk and now she collapsed.
That's rage.
Yeah, imagine that. But
That's rage.
That's rage. Big man, the thing was glued shut. It's been rage.
Nah, no, it's rage. It's rage.
Yeah,
He could have knocked her out.
exactly.
Domestic
that's nuts.
violence.
Yeah, that's nuts. Now it's getting all nuts.
Crazy as well.
Yeah, now it's getting all nuts. Literally.
These dons are listen. I'm not going Kenya. I'm not going Rwanda. I'm just not down for that right
I
now.
guess the question.
I think it's crazy that people can even think of that.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Like, when you woke up, what made you think about getting glue for Penang bread? Like, I don't even understand it.
Super glue.
Super glue.
Glue, she might have had a chance.
Why do I keep visualizing blue tack?
That's crazy.
Anyway, God.
Blue tack on pom pom.
That don't do nothing. Rub her nipples one time and her pom pom get thing, and that's coming off.
Blue tack don't even keep my posters up, and you think so? Cuz blue tack, what a waste of money.
Sorry.
The question
Go
I was
on.
going to ask you, does her being a victim of that eradicate
The cheating.
her crimes?
What?
Should it?
Big man, listen.
Oh, what? If there's so if there's a cheating law, so if there was a cheating law, yeah,
Yeah.
she's cheated, gone to jail, but should what happened to her
So
eradicate her sentencing?
Yeah, no.
No. Do you know why?
Because she.
If I'm being objective, yeah,
Yeah.
because that's like saying, rah, if Poet Duppy's a don, and then I come and then I've like I don't know, I bust a shot at him. I don't kill him, but I bust a shot at him. Yeah. Really, he still did what he did, and I still did what I did. So you have to deal with them separately. You duppied somebody, I bust a shot at you. So my sentencing is my sentencing, and your sentencing is your sentencing.
Unfortunately, from a law perspective, he is totally correct. Now, ethically, from a life perspective, God usually gets involved. That stinks.
Yeah.
She's got a gluey pom pom. She's been broke up, bare things, and now she's getting prison. Like, sympathy has to come in at some point.
Yeah.
This is mad. Honestly, Kenya, sort it out, lads. How is it?
She can't use her.
It's attempted murder.
100%.
attempted murder.
She might be infertile now. There's bare things that could happen to her. She can't got pen.
It's not attempted murder though, but it's
I feel
what?
like if you can't pass urine, I swear that's gonna mess up your inside.
Fucking hell! If you can't.
Maybe he
pass
didn't
urine,
think that
this is a
far.
mad thing. Yeah.
Because
Anyway,
Can you be my lawyer?
go.
you know what? It's about what you can prove.
Yeah.
I like that. I like you. EA Sports, you're back in my good books. You did try to throw me under the bus. Dirty you with that. But you look good. I like it. All right, look. Now, the next thing is kind of funny because in COVID, loads of people thought of stuff, and I'm happy people thought of stuff. It means that you started using different parts of your brain, and two people that did, because they gave us so many moments, was Timberland and was Swiss Beats. But the saddest thing about life is hindsight. When you look back and go, I could have done this, I could have done that. I'm sure they're doing that right now. Why? Because Swiss Beats and Timberland are suing Triller for 28 million over Versus, claiming the company they sold their idea to failed to pay up.
Wow.
Now, for me, I don't know the details. I don't know anything. But when did Versus start?
First it started in lockdown. What exactly when?
When did, say 2020?
2020.
Yeah, it's 2020.
2020.
I remember when their idea started actually because they did like a.
In the car.
No, I think it was like a festival or something like that, weren't they? There was like a show or some shit like that, and like Swiss was doing some shit and Timberland was doing some stuff, and then it just like
Clicked right there and
yeah,
then.
yeah,
They did their own verses between each other.
Yeah, exactly, and then that's when it started.
I thought they saw the Dons in the UK do it because it was trending on Twitter because of what's it called again? They done Wizkid versus.
Oh no, I think versus.
NS.
You're talking about No Signal.
No
yeah,
Signal.
but I think
I saw No Signal do this clash thing first. So I'm just gonna say that. Because I saw it trending on Twitter. I believe they started it. But do you know what? I'm running with it. Fuck it. They started it.
Yeah, they started it.
No Signal started it. These men copied.
Yes.
And guess what now? This is why they're holding the stinker. They've been robbed. So the only way I want their money to come back is if they give No Signal money. That makes sense to me. Give Scully his money. Then I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Because you're out here claiming that, oh my God, where's my 28 million? Or was it 28 million? 28 million. First of all, big man, who waits 2 years to be paid? What?
2 years.
You think I can go to work and then turn up 2 years later and ask my... I don't even like invoice. I like outvoice.
Them man
big
got
man.
too much bread. That's
Too
why.
much bread.
2 years and you ain't got being paid.
28 mil now you're suing. But guess what, lads?
They do have
I have
good bread,
sympathy
though.
for you because Swiss Beats was here. He was with us on this.
Yeah.
And I love them.
And he's a man of the community. So.
Man, and Timberland.
Strong.
These are good men.
Up.
But so is Scully.
Yes.
Pay No Signal their money.
I'm telling you.
That's the new thing
Now.
I'm running with.
Huh?
That's their IP still.
Yeah, that's their IP. Yeah, exactly.
Pay them their money. Last but not least, though, let me get to the final one. Oh my God, this one stinks. Now, it's not even my genre of music that I like. It's nothing really to do with me as such. But as people, I was saying to people, oh, send me some howlers. There's an artist called Thundercat.
Oh, he's brazy. The bass,
Is he cold, yeah?
he's brazy.
You love him?
He's brazy.
Loads of people love him. Not more than this girl who decided at his show to come on stage.
She did what?
Now she come on stage, and you know what? It
I
happens
beg
at
your
shows.
pardon?
No, but people come on stage sometimes.
What?
Do you remember with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys? Someone came on stage.
Who?
They wanted to... Little Mama. I didn't want to say the
Oh,
name.
my head was in the gutter.
My head's still in the gutter. Cause... Oh, right, yeah. People come on stage,
I'm
Chuckie.
saying what? Jay-Z, who but... Anyway.
But people come on stage, but they don't do this. They don't come on stage, take the microphone, and then say to everyone, so this next song, yes, she introduced herself as a singer and then wanted to take over Thundercat show. She got booed off stage, security had to come and take her off stage. She's come on stage. She's come on stage, it's lovely. Why can't the black man just have his moment? Why is the Pug coming on stage?
I'm a singer.
What's she doing?
This ain't your show, boo.
That's why I love Americans.
This ain't about you.
This ain't about you.
Now, for me, getting chopped off stage is a mad thing. Not for her. She went back.
She came back.
What?
The fuck she is?
She tries to come back.
And they allowed it.
I'm just saying this.
They allow her.
This is what I'm going to say to this girl. I don't know you, darling. I don't know you. You're around like a pound. I don't know you. But this is what I will say. You see my brother on stage. His name's Thundercat. Now, my first memory of Thundercats is a cartoon when I was younger. So I'm attached to that name.
Yeah.
So when you see that on stage, and you see a black man taking the name Thundercat after everything his generation of people have been through. Chill out, nah?
Yeah, exactly.
We just small shirt, H&M, fucking stupid dress about you on run on stage and just take the mic and start sing. Sing for her. And now everyone booed you. But you want to go back? Once a mistake. We don't get to 3 times round me. Twice a damn fool.
Go in your fucking box and just enjoy yourself. How about that? Every minute standing on the stage now trying to get some glory and all of these type of things. It's not about you today. Go in the box and eat them mini burgers and watch the show from there.
Is she a new artist?
I don't know, but you know what? Why don't you jump on stage when Future's there? Why don't you jump on stage when Giggs is there? Why don't you jump on stage when Nines is there? Why don't you jump on stage? You're jumping on stage at Thundercat. In Jamaica, you know what we say? Dopping a hoo for
I'm
frightened.
telling you. I'm telling you.
Thundercat asked her kindly to walk off the stage.
I'm telling
You see what Travis Scott was doing when he first came out? Obviously he can't do it now. He's got to tell everyone he loves them. But at the start, he is kicking man off stage.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll do that though. I'll kick man off stage.
I would definitely have a security guard on the stage ready to power drive whoever's going to come on there. Yeah?
Lawsuit.
You're going to end up... Huh?
Lawsuit though.
Nah, but you know what?
Is it?
Yeah, if it's not reasonable for us.
If someone... Oh, is
Listen,
it?
let me tell you something, yeah? You could be my life. You running on stage, I don't know if you... If I'm the security man and I'm protecting an artist, yeah? and I'm standing on the stage
Talk your shit.
because I'm here to protect an artist, right?
Yes.
And then I see someone run up on the stage. I don't know whether you got a gun.
What?
I don't know whether you got a knife.
What else?
I don't know what it is that you've got.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. I'm disarming you
My
in
brother.
a strong way.
What?
I'm giving shoulders, everything.
What?
Picking up, power driving.
Power blood
Yeah?
clot.
I'm telling you.
Why are you doing this?
Because I'm protecting my artist.
Not guilty. See, in court, he's won. What is your case? Because for me, that's a winner.
Do you know what I'll do as well? I'll just show footage of someone who's come up on stage with a knife. Someone's done it.
I'll show you footage of Future in Ibiza. And then you know you have to apply big force. Because
Oh,
his man
shit.
got knocked out and Future just walked
I
away.
forgot about that.
Like it never happened.
Yeah, I remember that.
Future's the best for that, by the way. Absolute best. Because that was a paid job. You failed. I'll find another one.
Yeah.
Future is the guy.
Yeah. If you can't handle that, if you can't be thorough in that, you can't even really be around me like that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
If I pay for my security and my security got knocked out,
That is.
Cuz you paid for security and it got knocked out.
That is hella emasculating. I'm telling you. Nah.
You should hire the person that knocked him out.
Is there anything that anyone needs to know about? I watched that Woodstock documentary the other day. It's alright still.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's
I heard
alright.
Smiles and Tico talking about that.
Yeah. I would recommend that still. Oh, Carnival's happening.
Oh, Lord.
Wait, are we recording before Carnival?
Yeah, this comes out Sunday. But
Oh, okay.
Well, shout out J2K because he will let you know what he contributed to Carnival. It's going to be sensational. So you always shout out home.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
It's at home. J2K, you don't know. Shout them out. Always, every day. So Carnival's nice. How do you feel? It's back in your area.
Yeah, man. I'm like, I can't wait. I actually can't wait. I just can't even wait. Oh, and yes, I'm doing a Carnival after party as well. So if you're in town, then you should come. It's on a Sunday, the 28th of... Put it on the screen, actually. Yeah, come. Come.
Alright,
Should
sweet.
be a vibes.
Gasworks back soon.
Nice!
Filthy fellas, you done know what we're doing.
Come
What else
on.
is there? Vibba, new project coming out. Chuckie, we actually need you now because the project's done.
Yeah.
And Chairman's been sleeping for an hour. You're done now.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for listening, everyone, yeah?